Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Yesterday, I had the pleasure of witnessing via television the second day of the Democratic National Convention. For me, it was absolutely amazing. Having spent several months of listening to some of the most negative conversation you could possibly hear from a political party of the United States, known as the Republican Party, championed by the voice of Donald J. Trump, was absolutely sickening, puking type of sickening. And we are constantly compounded with that stuff every day, every night, trying to fear us, trying to separate us. Ugliness to me. And then here comes some fantastic action. You see people actually talking about happy things, talking about life, talking about mm, careers and all the wonderful benefits. Oh, excuse me, man. Had a little interruption there. But the truth of the matter is, as listened, as I observed, comparing what I've been hearing with what now is being made available, didn't just start now, it's been going on for a moment. President Joe Biden did something that blew the country's mind and made his vice president the front runner for the position of president of the United States, another black woman. Now, you know that's some amazing stuff that's taking place, especially not too long ago. They indicated that truly the Christ, as we know, or at least for those who believe of Christ, he was black and not otherwise. And you put all of that together and you say, well, otherwise we know what we had. We had DeSantis and Trump, otherwise. But with a black Jesus, we got now hope again. And I mean just that. And to listen. So I was thinking, how is it, the Democrats, they're not perfect, no more than the Republicans not being. But they do have something that's very promising, and it's exciting, truly exciting. And I'm asking myself, how is it that when I listen to what the Democrats talk about, when I listen to what Miss Harris is talking about, and then to be President Harris talking about, how in the world can that conversation turn into the stuff that Donald Trump and the Republicans talking about? How can that conversation be the same thing that Donald Trump is talking about? In other words, how can Donald Trump see what the Democrats are talking about to be as ugly as that which he is talking about? And so many people that accept that philosophy. Well, it is what it is. I will be speaking wherever I can, maybe just here on these posts, trying to highlight that which I recognize as being good. But even though I've just made the statement that gives the indication that perhaps that I believe that truly the Democrats have a higher order of perspective in relationship to truth than the Republicans are acting, I still understand that even the Democrats are far behind what we, the people, have been prepared for. You see, when I say what I say about the Republicans and Donald Trump, that's what I see. What I say about the Democrats and now, like President Harris, that's what I see. But I see much more than that. I see so much more. I see a future whereby the pain that we experience every day from the negligence that we have all had the opportunity to experience in America, and I'm sure people across the world, the suffering that we've had to go through has been constant since the beginning of time. And as long as those exist, at least, I'm sure there are many more, but at least those two, and there's so much more I see that we can do. I see that every last one of us benefits, should I say, we receive benefits from this earth. As I look at these trees, I see the leaves that sometimes fall even before the time. But the trees are there every day, constant. And it's real. No changing, except those changes that are designed. And so it gives us a message. And for me, rather than settling for Trump, rather than settling for the Democrats, I'd rather settle for what I see. And that is that every individual on this earth who benefits from anything on this earth participate in the process of creating and causing a manifestation of those resources and goods that have been determined as being so essential for the existence of bringing satisfied life to humankind on earth. Get that job, baby. Make sure that there is enough work and joyous work, the kind of work that allows everybody to do that which gives them their greatest joy. That's me. I mean, I don't think anyone can have a problem with that. And now, brother, I know that you take care of your business, but you know what we've been talking about. Mm-hmm. Can you kind of inspire my people, man, who've been listening to me and just like the rest of us, been listening to Donald Trump and who've been listening now to the Democratic perspective for the future. And I don't know how to lift them up. What can I say? Can you give me some advice on something that I could say? Or maybe you just say it to them. Inspire these folks to get involved.
Well, Mr. Marcus, what I can say about last night, I was very inspired about the November election, and they have me excited to get to the poll. And I hope everyone is excited about getting out and get your voice heard.
Boy, thank you. Anytime we can get ourselves inspired to get up and do something and can stand up and tell others, that's a right on. What's the right on?
That's the step towards success.
Man,
we need hope. And hope was definitely put out last night.
Last night or something. Coming right on back. Not only this time keep hope alive, but what she say, hope is coming back.
Hope is coming back.
Thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta get involved, like you said. It doesn't mean a thing if you just got feeling good, but you couldn't do anything about it for one reason or another. So the challenge is to do something about it. I wanted to bring that in because my brother-in-law was passing by, and I wanted to, get a chance to share with you that it's not just me that's thinking that way. I know it because you are thinking different too. But look, this, ladies and gentlemen, as I was saying, the thing that moves me is that every individual, and I'm not talking about dreaming that every individual, I'm not talking about hoping that every individual, I'm talking about every individual reaches that point, because our society has said, and we have made that choice, that our future, our peace, our prosperity, our freedom, our joy, and our happiness is based upon us respecting one another. I deserve what I just got through sharing with you because I respect that for you. You respect that for me. We both deserve it, and I guarantee you we will have it. And how do we have it? By making sure that the resources that we require to bring our lives happy is not held bondage, hostage by you or anyone else. And this is for everybody. And so we can walk down the streets. We can walk through neighborhoods without worrying about the pit bulls. We can walk through the neighborhoods without seeing some houses that looking like the ghetto houses with roofs falling in, trees need to be trimmed, branches laying everywhere because we are so busy just trying to survive from day to day. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, this life that I'm telling you about is so much better than what we live in every day. For me, that I have chosen to be used in any way I can or have to in order to be available to get this message to you. Even if it would require me to eat grass to survive and drink my own pee. If that's the way I have to survive because I'm living in a world that's so blind that they cannot see, then that, my friends, if it would work for me, I'd do it for you. I, my friends, have broken the law intentionally so that you can hear me because the message so far seems to be so foreign to those who just can't have that vision. It's like I'm dreaming, it's like, and I am, and it's like it's so superficial it cannot be. No way it can possibly be because people have been trained to see it that way and that the things that I talk about would only happen in a new world, in a different world. But I want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, that it is not true. That's a lie. That can happen in this world. If heaven can be anywhere, then heaven can be here. And if heaven cannot be here, then heaven can't be anywhere. The evidence of heaven has to be right now. Or if it can be, turn it to it. Otherwise, it's nothing but a figment of our imagination. Now, what I'm saying, housing, food, clothing, shelter, education, transportation, infrastructure, and anything that's made by the hands of man is a gift. It's a gift. You might say it's coming from God, and somebody might say it's coming from your smarts. I don't care where it's coming from. If you can benefit from it, if it serves your purpose, it draws no pain and no suffering, it is a gift. And it's a gift for humankind. And if one person desires of it and can, then so can any and everyone else. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, this stuff about arguments and dissension between black people and white people, I'm tired of that. This thing about some people got and some people don't, I'm tired of this. Some people crying because things are so tough and some people just shouting because they got so much they don't know what to do. I'm tired of that. I want heaven on earth right now for all of us. And I don't care what Trump and the Republicans talk about it. To me, it's not worth anything. And even that, which the Democrats talk about, which is so much better than what Trump talk about, compared to what is available to humankind, even it is not worth anything. Unless every man, every woman, every human being on the face of the earth should be able to glory in God's glory. And if you can't do it, then together, whether small or not, you're causing the pain and suffering on those that have to experience it. And whatever you talk about with God doesn't mean 15 cents, doesn't mean a hill of beans. To me. Why? Because, see, I'm the man who went to the military and realized that our country, our president at that time, was doing a whole bunch of stuff that caused all kind of pain and suffering to our people. But not only that, to other people as well. And it was an embarrassment to wear the uniform. So I rejected it and refused to wear it and actually refused to remain a part of the military. And that was my protest. Why? Because there's a better way. And it is my way of drawing attention to the fact that I can see better than that. I don't care if you can't. If I can, I want you to know I can. And if you say, well, we don't want it, that's your business. I'm not going to settle for that stuff that you got just because you can do what? Talk about me, lock me up, put me in prison. I do the time. Why? Because I know what the world and the people of the world seem like they don't know. What? That there is a God. There is one. And it's the only way I can explain it. Till next time, Eddie Marcus saying goodbye.